Bad chat number 11. Ooh, thanks for playing along. Really enjoying doing these ones. This is an exciting and interesting way for me to get the things out of my head that I commonly talk about through the week. I figure if I'm chatting about it with one person, it can probably help 2 to 3, or even, who knows, 4 persons, 5 persons, infinity persons could get some help. And that's my goal, help more people. So today's chitty chat, bad coach chat, is about the quest for more. We want more. We always want more. More weight, more time, more gym, more kilos, more things. It's good. What if you can't get more? We don't have time for more. What do you do about getting the more? Because more is more, right? Easiest way to think about it. Problem 1, you want a bigger bench. We've talked about all the things. Yeah, train it, bench more, you'll get more bench. Yep, we know that. It's simple, straightforward. We get it. I've probably told it already 6, 7 times on all the other bad chats too. But we'll just delve into it very quickly again for those playing at home. And that is the very simple strategy of you can commit another training time for it. And when you do that, I think for some reason we start marrying the fact to if we train more days, that's who we are now. We are a 4-day person, we're a 3-day person, we're a 5-day training person. You don't have to be that person forever. You can start considering that you want to work a little bit harder towards the thing and say, I have 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 10 weeks, 12 weeks, whatever it is, and you can dedicate that extra time towards it. And then after that time, you get back to doing what you used to do. Train 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 1 day, whatever it is. I often have clients that come to me and they're like, hey, I want to get a bit better at my bench. I want to work a little bit more on my rehab, my recovery. I've got a little bit more time. Can I add an extra day? And we just say, yeah, hell yeah, you can. And you just remind them that it's not necessarily having to be forever. You just say, how long can you continue to make it a priority to add an extra day? I say, cool, I've got 8 weeks up my sleeves, not too much happening, work, family, whatever's going on outside of the gym, all the other cool things. And we lock down a program that is appropriate towards just that amount of time. And then at the end of it, you fast track that thing you wanted to work on, and then you go back to the normal amount of training days. Very cool way to do it. And I think anyone can kind of benefit from that. Those times where it's a little bit more down outside of the 4 walls of the gym, you have those minutes spare, take advantage of them. And if you are keen to make that gym experience a bit more of a priority, you can take advantage of that spare minutes. The other one, as we've talked about, of course, is be able to do stuff at home. You don't necessarily have to have that additional time, like additional hour or 2 or whatever you want to spend on the gym. In the gym, you can do that stuff at home. You can do banded stuff. If you got the barbells and some benches, you can do that. Everyone's seen my outdoor gym. I've talked about adding in that extra session at home. You too can do that. And reminder, again, it's not necessarily having to be forever. You can just say, hey, I'm going to do a 4-week burst. Every 12 weeks, I'm going to do a 4-week burst. You do that, there's, what is there? I'll give you 4 weeks, wouldn't it? 16 weeks a year out of the 52 weeks, you're going to add an additional day. That's going to go a long way to making you stronger, rehabbing the exercise, the muscle that's already broken, or whatever you're trying to work on, that'll go really far. However, what happens if you're a busy fucker and you've got no time to do that? You love it, but you don't. There's about a million other things that are more important than the gym in your life, but you still want more. That's me right now. I need more squat. I need more squat. My squat sets, it's not heavy enough. And let's be honest, I'm doing a freaking comp in June. And I also want, guess what? A bigger squat. Not too fast on PBing my deadlift then. That opportunity will arise in Worlds in November. And I'm also pushing for a big bench then. So that being said, I'll of course bench and deadlift because it's a 3-lift tournament. But I don't really care if I PB or not. Just go and have a crack. But what I really want is a bigger fucking squat. Not too sure if it's going to be wraps or sleeves. We'll wait and see. However, at the end of the day, squatting the way I squat now with current programming is not enough to allow for more. definitely don't have time for more squat days. I would love it. I would love a fourth day and all sorts of kind of variations. Great. But one, the balcony's not big enough for a fucking squat rack. And also, even if it was, there is no time for it. A lot of people fall in that category. So it comes to the juggle of exercises, the reprioritization of what you're doing within your program, having a chat with me, if I'm your coach, someone who guides you with your training, or your coach or your training partner, whoever you lean to the conversation around training, help and guidance. And you have that chat and you start considering what I like to think about is the juggle. You have so many little amounts of minutes to dedicate towards every single exercise you do in your training. And if you want to make another lift a priority, you need to take those minutes away from somewhere else within the training, or you need to find those minutes within the training. I've said it 1,000 times, you get it. Train faster, rest shorter, get more done in your session. Easiest way to add more in. We get it. You can do it. Drop things back a little bit, work a little bit more efficiently in your training session, have more time. But yep, let's just assume you've done that as well. You need to start considering pulling some stuff out so you can put some stuff in. The simplest way to explain that is how I have done it, and that is quite simply, I am deadlifting a little bit less and I'm squatting a little bit more. Fully aware, and this is the part of the super reports we get very caught up in the numbers. That now means my deadlift will most likely stall, and I need to be cool with that. Or maybe I might go back a little bit. However, if I look at my numbers and how things are moving for myself, my deadlift's bankable. It is good. And also, in June, the priority is not deadlifting and benching, is squatting. So why the fuck would I make deadlifting a priority within the programming? I can pull a little bit out. I can definitely afford to. And then add a little bit, sprinkle a little bit more squatting. So for me, train 3 days a week, I need to make sure I now squat 2 out of those 3 days. And that's how we do it. It's quite easy. But like I said, because we are beasts that love more weight on the bar, we are married to the success of weight on the bar. We need to be very careful, very understanding of the effect of when you pull something back or pull something out. It will have an effect on that movement, that exercise. It will probably stall it, potentially move back a little bit. It won't feel quite as good. However, that one exercise that you're trying to progress and make special will start feeling special, start feeling better, start moving a lot better. And that theory of taking things out and putting things in can be very applicable to anything within your training. If perhaps rehab is more important, which is very applicable to anyone who's maybe broken or injured or picked up or acquired some things, or even starting at the base of a training program, is you start prioritizing those things. So when you look at, you've got X amount of hours to train, you're now going to dedicate this much. Normally you'd have this much. Now you're going to dedicate this much to all that stuff. So it means you've got to pull some stuff out from the back end. So you still only train the allotted amount of time because you're a busy fucking human. You've got no time as it is. The last thing you need to be doing is spending more time in the gym. You just need to look at the priorities and the things that you're doing and make that nice little juggle. So when it is time for me, when it is time to deadlift again big, where we'll probably pull the squat back out a little bit and increase the deadlifting, so to speak, and be able to send it on that. But at the end of the day, we do know a couple of things, and that strength is very handy to have. And as long as we're doing something, challenge ourselves, we are going to progress and get stronger. Example being, if I can get my squat stronger, guess what will happen to my fucking deadlift when it's time to peak it? It will be stronger too. Nice little byproduct of a stronger squat. It's just in the moment when you're prioritizing that squat, the deadlift's just going to take a little beating. But I know it's going to be there when we come back. Easy explanation, perfect example to be carried through anything that you want to reprioritize might be the best way to put it within your training. You'll take something out, you put that thing in a little bit, but it's not done forever, it's just done for a certain period of time. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Bad chat.